And today we're in our 911 centralized dispatch center. What we're going to show you today is how a 911 call is received into the center and how our units are dispatched to the scene. As you'll notice, throughout the room we have multiple locations where we have dispatchers working throughout the shift. Each dispatcher has their own function throughout the shift. For instance, to my right here we can see a dispatcher whose sole responsibility is going to be to dispatch the police officers to the scene. This dispatcher, for instance, does not actually answer any calls over the phone. Her responsibility today will be to dispatch the police officers over the police radio. And as we pan around, you can see the dispatcher behind me. He has a responsibility of actually answering those phone calls, talking with the public, getting the proper information entered into our computer-aided dispatch computers so that our fellow dispatchers will see that information and know what to put out to our units. And as we pan through, we have another dispatcher, for instance. His responsibility is going to be to dispatch the fire department and the ambulance service to any scenes that are going to require their services. So as you can see, when a 911 call comes into the center, there's a lot of information that has to take place and a lot of information that has to be put out to our different units, fire, ambulance, and police. And what we're going to show on that scene today is someone dialing into 911, requesting all three services, police, fire, and ambulance, and how that happens throughout the center.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Hello?
Davis County 911, where's your emergency?
I'm on the Martin Luther King Loop, right off of Frederica, on the westbound side. There's a lady, she's passed out in a car. Hello?
Can I get your name, sir?
Dalton?
Are you saying that she is passed out, Dalton?
Yeah, she's in a red Impala in the westbound lane. And she's unresponsive right now.
Okay, Dalton, stay on the line with me. I'm going to transfer you to ambulance service.
Okay.
Engine 1, yellow ambulance, medical emergency, Frederica Street and Martin Luther King Loop West. The nearest cross street is Martin Luther King Jr. Loop. The female is passed out in a vehicle, unresponsive at this time. Engine 1, yellow ambulance, medical emergency, Frederica Street and Martin Luther King Loop. Nearest cross street is Martin Luther King Jr. Loop West. The female is passed out in a red Impala, is unresponsive at this time.
Central 228, 218.
228. 218.
228, 218. Medical, Frederica Street, Martin Luther King Jr. Loop. Person down. Female passed out in a red Impala. Ambulance and fire department both en route.
220 clear.
218 is clear and